which you probably don't know who I am also. My hair is pin curled. So yeah, obviously we're in black and white, so we're doing another scary story. If you'll excuse me for a second, I gotta put, probably should have done that before I started this. Alright, there we go, got it on there. I actually just washed my hair. I just felt like doing a video even without makeup, so yeah. Here's my real eyebrows. I got my Rob Zombie shirt on. Yeah. Which are basically my workout, whatever clothes, but now we're drinking. So anyway, that's not the point of this video. But if y'all don't know, I do drink, I do smoke, I am completely me 100% on this channel. So if you don't like any of this or it triggers you or whatever, then you might want to find a different channel because this ain't going to be the channel for you. I also like to talk, but this one is more of a talkative video because I have done numerous my true scary stories, like my personal experiences and stuff that I've been through. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Alright, I'd like to talk about another incident that happened at my dad's first trailer, the one that I talked about in... I'll link all of the videos below. If you do like scary stories and you like vintage hair and you like vintage makeup and weird, I don't even know what I'm considered, I guess rockabilly, but you know, whatever like that, then please like and subscribe because like I said, I do other stuff besides this, but I do a lot of scary stories. I try to do at least one a month because I have a lot. I've had a lot of crap happen to me. But yeah, I'll link all of them below, but specifically, it's one of the last ones I came out with. Oh, it's actually the one that has like 199 views, which is crazy to me. That one I talked about when my dad lived, you know, up in Brevard. He lived up in this one trailer, and there was a lot of stuff that went on around there. That video will be linked below. I'm pretty sure that it's titled, you can see them in the daytime. Yeah, has happened in broad daylight, that kind of thing. So yeah, shadows and stuff like that. So this also takes place up there. Yeah. So, and it's like one of the very, very first memories that I have of when I had, you know, spirits and ghosts. I like to call them spirits if you don't know, instead of ghosts, but I might say ghosts. I don't know. I'm drinking, so... Soda Jerry and Coca-Cola. Well, knock off Coca-Cola because I'm poor, but no, I don't really drink soda. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. Sorry. Y'all already know. If you know, you know I like to talk. Alright, so, basically, this was, we were celebrating my birthday, I believe. I believe we were celebrating, like, mine and my dad's birthday, because if you don't know, my birthday is June 3rd, and my dad's is June 17th. So we're literally, like, exactly 2 weeks from it. That was, like, 100. I don't know what I'm doing. But we're exactly 2 weeks apart from each other. Well, that, like, month, like, you know what I'm saying. So, like, I'm right here on the 3rd, and then there's whatever, and then the 17th. So, yeah. We usually celebrate our birthdays, you know, the weekend in between both of ours, so I already had mine, but he's getting ready to have his. I like to explain stuff as well, so sorry, that was my slipper. That was not a ghost. Anyway, so pretty much what had happened, this is when, I don't really name names as well, but my favorite little baby cousin was literally a baby, and I had to have been about 9 or 10, about 9 or 10. And she was little, and my dad loved to party, drink, all that stuff. So, you know, when it was our birthdays that we were celebrating, and like I've talked about before, there's like we called it the campgrounds or whatever, and it's like where everybody goes, the cookout place, called it the cookout place or campground, like this right across, like right down the driveway is right there. Y'all don't know because you ain't seen it, but I know. But yeah, and you know that's where we go to have cookouts and stuff. It was a big open place, and if you go down, just still doing a backstory a little bit if you don't know. Um, yeah, you go down. There's a creek down there and all sorts of stuff where I used to play when I was little and everything. Still do, or if I went up there, still I would. But he don't live there anymore. Um, but yeah, so we'd go up there and whatever. So you know, we're having a good time, whatever. My little baby cousin, my favorite little cousin. Yeah, I was literally a baby. That's where I was. Excuse me. But yeah, she was there, and then my other favorite little cousin was there, which is her brother, her bigger brother, but he's not that much older than her. He's a little bit older than her, not too much. They're both younger than me, so. um, yeah, so, and then we had like everybody there. This is when my uncle, which is my dad's brother, he was with my baby cousin's mom, and my other cousin's mom too. So yeah, lots of cousins, lots of different people, but this is the same person. So yeah, you know, and then her other two sons were there. I'll call them M and C. And then my other cousin was there, which is one of my favorite cousins, which is about around my age. We grew up together as well, and I'll just call him P. So yeah. Anyways, just trying to get it out there. So basically, could you have your car be a little bit quieter? Busy! Gosh! Anyway. I really need a button to be like, nope, pause. Anyway, so pretty much what happened is, and my dad had a Maverick. He had a 75 Ford Maverick at this time. It was twilight purple. Beautiful. I was supposed to get that car, but I'm not gonna get into that, but he don't have it anymore, basically. So yeah, there's that. But he had a 75 Ford Maverick. Beautiful. I don't want a Maverick myself, but I'd probably kill myself in it. So maybe we shouldn't do that. It's a V8 engine. He was trying to get it bigger than that. I spent a lot of time on that thing. But yeah, so just yeah, I'm throwing the Maverick in there because there's something that happens. No, it ain't no Christine thing. If you're thinking that, it had to be kind of cool, but it wasn't no Christine thing. Anyways, pretty much we're all down there, and I wanted to go back up to the house, and I wanted to listen to Jackal. If you don't know who Jackal is, then leave. I'm just kidding. Look it up. I don't know. Which is one of my favorite bands ever. And I was like, you know what? I want to go back and listen to Jackal, blah, blah. They're all drinking. I ain't old enough to drink yet. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to go back up here and blah, 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 blah. And my other friend was there, which I'm not really friends with her anymore. I don't really know what happened to her, but what was that? Oh, cat toy. My slipper hit my cat toy. Alright, anyway. And she was there too. I'll call her, I'm just going to say her name is Dana. But anyway, pretty much what happened, and this is going to be kind of long. Why do I keep... Ignore me. Well, now I don't, but when I do that, just ignore me. To the point. Yes, I know. To the point. What happened? What happened? Shut up and tell us what happened. Alright, well, I'm going to tell you what happened. Well, all of us... Alright, my favorite little baby cousin, she was walking... booglet. I have oil on my face. Oil, is that how you non-southerners say oil? Some oil on my face, so yeah, sorry if I keep kind of messing with my eyes a little bit. It kind of feels like it's going in my eyes, kind of, because gotta make sure you gotta get rid of those dark circles. That's eyeliner from like 2 days ago, by the way. But anyway, yeah, so my little baby cousin was in front of me. She was about 3 at the time. About 3 or 4, something like that. Yeah, and then Dana was behind us, and no, Dana was carrying her. Yeah, Dana was carrying her because I ended up carrying her last. Okay, sorry, I gotta backtrack a little bit. It's been a little while since I've told this because I've, only have 2 friends and my boyfriend, and they all know the story, so excuse me if I get a little tongue twisted or mixed up a little bit. But yeah, Dana was actually carrying my baby cousin. Alright. And I was in front because I was ready to go. I was like, nope, let's go listen to music. Let's go. And it's a walk to get from campground back up to my dad's ex-trailer. I call it his ex-trailer. Because if my uncle ever watches this, he's probably going to slap me and be like, it's not his trailer anymore. I'm aware. Which he probably won't, but just in case. Yeah, so we're walking, and all of a sudden, I'm looking back, seeing, the boys are playing back there, M and C and little Z, which is my other baby. But he wasn't really a baby then. He's just, I call him my baby. I have 2 babies. That's my 2 baby cousins. But they're not babies. But I let them do whatever they want, basically. So, see, that's why I don't need to have kids. Anyway, back on the subject. Anyway, so we're walking, and I look back, I'm just like, okay, making sure, because it's getting dark. It's getting dark, and it is summertime. And it's getting dark. And, so, I'm looking back, and then all of a sudden I see Dana slowing down with a little baby in her arm. And I'm like, what's the matter? Where are you stopping? I was like, and I looked, and I was like, get in the house, get in the house. There was a white figure standing on top of my dad's Maverick. Which I know a lot of people are going to say, well, white means good. It could have been an angel, blah, blah, blah. No, not really. No, angels don't ever... Whatever. I ain't going to get into all that because that ain't what this is about. We can, if you want to debate about that, I got an Instagram. Or you can comment below and we can debate about something. Or I can make a video. But yeah, and I saw this white figure on top of my dad's Maverick. And I was I knew what it was. I knew it was a ghost, a spirit. And I was like, get in the house, get in the house, get in the house. So we all ran up to the house. My other cousin, not the other baby, but yeah, he had locked the door on us because he beat us to the trailer somehow. I don't know how he did, but he beat us. And so did C. And they all beat us to the trailer, and we can't get in. Like, M is behind us now at this point, like, oh God. And little baby that Dana's holding is screaming her head off. She is screaming, and I was like, stop, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And then, so finally, P lets us in, and I'm like, okay. So we get in, and she's crying, so then she comes to me, because she's always loved me. I was always her favorite person. I still am, probably. I do talk to her still. Yeah, anyway. So I'm holding her, and she's, I'm like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And everything's, like, fine. And then P and C think it's a good idea to come around and go, up against the window. A window. Everybody screams, and then it's, okay, and I get a little baby calm down, and, we stand there, and I'm talking to Dana about all this, and like, oh my God, did you see what I saw? I saw what you saw. Did you see what I saw? C saw, he saw, she saw. And after that, I don't know, like, we were all in the house at that point, like, all of us were, I think. No, because the only one that believed us was M, because M saw it too. And he's the only one out of the boys. So there were like three girls and 3 boys. So it was me and Dana and little baby, and then 4 boys, 4 boys. C and M and P and little Z. I'll just call him little Z. Which is the other baby, like I said. But we'll just call him little Z from here on. So yeah. And after that, they were making fun of us, whatever, and especially P, which I was a little bit, he was my favorite cousin at the time, and because the other 2 were babies, basically. Not really babies, but I mean, little baby Kay was. A little baby was, but I don't know. But he pissed me off, and I went to go get my dad and everybody else. And little to my knowledge, my dad actually was already coming to check on us because he knew all the kids went up here in the trailer to listen to music. And I knew how to work everything. I was the only one allowed to do anything because I knew how to do it. Nobody else was allowed to touch my dad's stereo, CDs, nothing, cassette tapes. Forget about it. Nope. Wasn't allowed to happen. So he came to come check on us. Well, I didn't see him coming because it was really dark at this point. I didn't have the porch light on, and P's in there, and he's making fun of me. He's like, you didn't see nothing, blah, 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 you know, making fun of me and stuff. So I go to walk out, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll fucking show you. Like, I'll show you. I'm gonna go get my dad, and he'll fucking tell you. Like, yeah, I cussed at that age too. I was allowed to cuss around my dad, but yeah, so I went outside and I actually tripped down the stairs, like down the 3 steps up to the trailer. I tripped down them, like on the porch. And then he's like, oh God, are you okay? Oh, then he flips the porch light on. And he's like, okay, are you okay? And I was like, really? My knee was all skinned up. Here comes my dad to the rescue out of nowhere. And he's like, okay, come on, let's get you in here. And I'm crying because nobody believed me and Dana. Nobody believed us. And I was like, no, I know what we saw. And like Katie was, you know, for a little bit she did scream at the door when everybody was in there. Like she screamed at the door, but there was nobody there. So I don't know. So anyway, what happened next is my dad takes me into the bathroom and sets me on the washer and dryer, or washer or dryer, either one. And he's like, what's the matter? Why are you crying? Does it hurt? Whatever. I was like, yeah, but it's not why I'm crying. Like, I told him what happened, and he was, you know, bandaged me, and he's got a cigarette in his mouth, fuck. And he's like, oh no, I know what you saw. I know what you saw. And he was the only one that really believed us, you know. So, and that's pretty much all that really happened with that. Because then after that, my dad went back down there to get the rest of the adults. And then they all came back, and then we were all just doing whatever. And some of the boys were still playing outside, but in the dark. But it didn't matter up there because we weren't near no road. It didn't matter. So, but yeah, that's pretty much like my very first encounter. Pretty much. And it was crazy. And like I've said, I've seen shadow people up there. And yeah, like I said, I'll link all those videos below if you want to hear more true shit that has happened to me. I'm actually a little less intoxicated than most of the other videos. I mean, I've had this is my 4th drink. I'm just trying to relax. I just felt like making a video because I haven't, I mean, I know I'm making this on Tuesday. I know I came out with a video Monday because I do come out with videos on Mondays, and I tried something different, like doing makeup and hair, but whatever. Apparently everybody likes scary videos or drinking or something, so you gotta figure, right? Whatever y'all like, alright then. But anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed that, and if you did like this video, please like, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear other ghost stories or what y'all have been through or anything like that. And I hope y'all have a good night, and we will holler at you later.